All right, everyone, welcome to the 187th District Court. It is Thursday, so they tell me. It's going to be a fabulous day because it's beautiful outside. Here are the rules for the 187th District Court. To all of the people at the jail, do not use your chat box. If you use your chat box, you will be sent back. Do not pick up any dates. This is not the Bachelor or the Bachelorette, so don't try to pick up anyone on chat. If you do, you will be sent back. To all of the people who are out and about, even though you may be at your home or at your work, you're actually in a courtroom. So if you do not behave appropriately in this courtroom, your case will be recalled and you will have to appear in court. So if you want to continue to have your case heard on Zoom, you need to act appropriately. To all the attorneys, I will call you in the order of appearance. Once your name is called, courtroom is zooming in. So your name will be called, you will be placed in a breakout room. Once you're in that breakout room, a prosecutor will meet you there. Please be patient in the breakout room. The prosecutors have the ability to go to different rooms. If you have an agreement with the state, put it in the chat box, and you got to put it in the chat box to Ferguson. She's our coordinator, and she's listed on the screen as Ferguson coordinator. No matter how small the agreement is, put it in the box to her because she will know what paperwork you need in order for us to proceed. I will open up the breakout rooms. When I open the breakout rooms, it will invite you to go to a breakout room. Do not go to a breakout room unless I specifically call your name and send you to a specific breakout room. All right, I'm going to call the names of the attorneys. Let me know you're here. John Carroll, John Kuntz, Joe Bohack.
I'm here, Judge.
Thank you. Thank you. Ron Ross.
Yeah, I'm here, Judge.
I'm sorry, I was muted. John Carroll's here.
All right,
I
thank you.
apologize.
No problem.
Ron Ross is there.
Brand new.
Ann Rodriguez.
Present.
Todd McCray. Suzanne
I'm
Kramer.
present.
I'm here.
Thank you. Edward Garza.
Here.
Jocelyn Andrews. Anthony Zamora.
Present, Your Honor.
Richard Garcia. Martin Guerra.
Jocelyn Andrews is present.
Richard Garcia is present too.
All right.
Jocelyn
Robert
Andrews present,
Bauer.
Your Honor.
I'm here.
Ron Ross.
I'm here, Judge.
Monica Guerrero.
Present.
Eddie Bravanek.
Here, Your Honor.
Is there anyone here that I have not called?
Judge Pat Hancock, I'm present. I hope I see you.
All right, we see you.
Judge Brian Marks here. I'm present as well. We got a notice.
Brian Marks.
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
And-
anyone else?
Yes. Tracy Gomez, present, Your Honor.
All right, you're an attorney?
John Coop.
No,
All right, thank you.
That's my client.
All right, I'm only calling the names of attorneys. Is there any other attorney that I've missed? All right, to all the attorneys, that's the order in which you'll appear. If you need to Zoom to another courtroom, you're more than welcome to Zoom to another courtroom. However, if your name is called and you're not here, you will be moved to the end of the line. So the first person up is John Carroll. John Carroll, who do you have?
I have Khair Abdulaziz, Your Honor. He's present with me.
All right, can you spell the last name, please?
Yes. Abdelaziz. Abdulaziz.
All right, is this criminal trial division or family violence?
Special crimes, Judge.
Okay. All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 1. A prosecutor from special crimes will meet you in breakout room number 1.
Thank you.
All right, everyone, if you can make sure you're muted. All right, the next person up is John Kuntz.
Hey, good morning, Judge.
Good morning, who do you have?
I have Tracy Gomez And I was going to see if Jordan was on, if I could talk to him, because that's who I've been speaking to in the past, but I can talk to anyone.
All right, so it's criminal trial division.
Yes.
I'll send you to breakout room number 2. A prosecutor will meet you there.
Thank you.
Joe Bohack.
I'm here, Judge.
Yes, who do you have?
I've got Mr. Joe Angel Gutierrez.
Is it family violence or criminal trial division?
Well, I was trying to look that up and it shows no information, so I'm wondering if he's a fugitive because he didn't
Criminal
respond.
trial division, Judge. It's criminal trial division.
All right, it's criminal trial division. I'll send you to breakout room number 3. A prosecutor will meet you there. All right, the next person up is Ron Ross.
I have Gregory Morrison. I do want to ask you something. You called my name later on. Do I have a second? I'm not aware I have a second client.
No, you don't. Sometimes your name appears twice on the screen. That's why. And I just put them in order that you appear. So who do you have?
Gregory Morrison, trial division, first setting.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 4. A prosecutor will meet you there.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next person is Dan Rodriguez.
I'm here, Your Honor, for Mr. Edward Guitron, or Jesus Edward Guitron. He has 2 cases. I'm on one, and Martin Guerra's on the other one. And I believe Martin Guerra has the more serious offense
Can you
and
spell the
older
last
offense.
name?
Guitron.
And is it criminal trial division or family violence?
He has one of each, but I think the family violence case is the one that's going to control matters. It's the more serious and older crime.
I'm present, Your Honor, as well.
All right, I'm going to send you both to breakout room number 5. Be patient, a prosecutor will meet you there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Martin Guerra, where are you? There. Let me just rename you. All right, Martin, I'll send you to breakout room number 5. And can you let Dan know that family violence are going to be running a little bit? Family violence has just popped on. So I'll send you to breakout room number 5. Prosecutor will meet you there.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Everyone, just give me one moment, please. All right, family violence. There's someone for you in breakout room number 5.
Okay, Judge.
Thank you. Todd McRae.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Denise
Who's your
Robles.
client?
Denise Robles.
Is it family violence or criminal trial division?
It's a CTD.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 6. The prosecutor will meet you there. Next person is Suzanne Kramer.
I have Judge Rodney Caldwell.
Is it family? It's David.
It is. Yeah, it's family violence. I'll be happy to talk to David.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 7.
Thank you.
David will meet you in 7. And David, you should be able to go there on your own.
Okay,
If not, just let me know.
on my way.
Edward Garza.
Judge, I have Victor Lee Guerra, and I've been given a recommendation. That'll be a plea this morning. We're applying for deferred, but I also have to go.
Is your client on bond?
Yes, Your Honor, and he should be on.
All right, then you need to put in the chat box to Norma Ferguson what the agreement is.
I sent her a message. Yes, I did.
All right. Is there a Victor Guerra on the screen? Victor Guerra.
We sent him the link this morning, Your Honor.
No, I see him here, but he is muted.
Maybe he's muted.
I sent him a
Can you hear me
message.
now, Your Honor?
There you
Yes, I'm going to send you to a breakout room with your attorney. The
Yes,
attorney will go over paperwork with you. Edward, did you give Norma the email address to your client?
We did, Your Honor, this morning.
All right.
Judge, I need to go report to the 144th. So I'm sorry. The reason being is my client is in that court is in TDC, and they're wanting me to hurry up and get over there to get his plea done.
All right, your client will be waiting for you in breakout room number 8.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, Jocelyn Andrews.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, who do you have?
Jahagan Alexander, and
How
I
do you
think
spell the
he's in
first name?
custody now. Family violence. First name is Jahagan.
How do you spell that?
Jahaygen.
And the last name?
Alexander.
And you say it's family violence?
Yes.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 9. A prosecutor will meet you there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, next person is Anthony Zamora.
Good morning, Judge. I'm here on
Yes.
Kadir Gunner. Gunnar.
Is it family violence
ER.
or?
It's trial division. I think it's might be special crimes.
All right, let me see, just one second.
At first, I was dealing with David Martin, and then I think next was
No, it's family violence, Judge.
Thank you. It's family violence.
there's no family relation, but okay.
Yes. All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 10.
Thank you, Judge.
Welcome. All right, the next person up is Richard Garcia.
Here, so that would make me so happy. Yeah.
All right, Richard Garcia is on the phone. So the next person up is Robert Maurer.
Judge, I have family violence, Antonio Casablanca. And I haven't talked to anybody before, so I'll take any persecutor from family violence.
Okay, I'll send you to breakout room number 11. A prosecutor will meet you there.
Thank you.
Richard Garcia.
Judge, I'm here on a client that didn't show up a couple of days ago, and you asked me to come back.
All right, who's your client?
It's last name Judkins. Nicholas Judkins, 2021 CR 0246.
All right, is there a Nicholas Judkins here? All right, I give everyone till 10:30. So if you want to zoom back out and just zoom back in at 10:30 and we'll take that up.
Oh, I don't know if I'll make it. I've got like 5 other things to do today, swamped. And
Okay.
I know that he's not going to show up because nobody can find him.
Okay. All right, here we go. Brenna, are you ready?
Yes.
Court is going to call 2021 CR 0246, State of Texas versus Nicholas Adams Judkins. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state? Could I have someone from the state, please?
Muted. Tom Nisbet for the state.
For the defense?
Judge Richard Garcia for the defendant, Nicholas Judkins. I've been trying to get a hold of him.
Just one moment.
And so,
Just one second. This case was set on March 2nd, 2021 at 9 a.m. The defendant was a no-show. This case was recalled for today for the defendant to appear. This cause was set at 9 a.m. It is now 9:21 a.m. Deputy Laura, Deputy Mejia, has there been a Nicholas Adams Judkins in the courtroom?
No, Your Honor, he has not.
And for the record, there has not been a Nicholas Adams Judkins on the Zoom screen. Defense, have you had any contact with your client?
no, Your Honor, as I was stating earlier, I've been trying to locate him and no one to.
I'm sorry, could you repeat? Mr. Morrison, you need to mute yourself. No one is to be unmuted in the middle of a hearing because the court reporter cannot take down everything that's being said. Mr. Morrison, stop unmuting yourself.
Thank you, Judge.
I'm sorry, defense.
So I have been trying to locate him. The only contact number that we have for him is no longer a working number.
All right. State?
Judge, we ask that you revoke the defendant's bond and issue a warrant.
That'll be granted and your client will be remanded without bond. If you're able to get in touch with your client, just let me know.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate it.
All right, you're excused.
Thank you.
And everyone, just give me a moment. All right, the next person up is Ron Ross.
Judge, we're back from conferring with Tom.
Yes, Judge. This case was recently indicted. It's a first setting. The intake lawyer that indicted it put it through before 90 days on a jail case, and we don't even have all the lab reports and stuff back. So there is a lot of evidence outstanding on this case. Mr. Ross and I can't have even an educated discussion on it yet until it gets complete, or at least semi-complete. So what we would ask is for a 60-day reset on it to give time for that evidence to hopefully come in.
All right, Norma, on Gregory Morrison, could you recall this for 60 days?
I would like to talk to my client before I leave, Judge.
All right, just give us a moment.
Sure.
Judge, I'd like to note if having an educated conversation is a requirement for defense attorney Robert Maurer can't plea any of his clients anymore.
What? Come on, people, it's a Thursday. Don't make Thursday until Monday. Norma, do you have a 60-day reset for me? All right, while Norma gets that, just one moment. Monica Guerrero, who do you have?
I have Adam Gonzalez.
All right, and is that a trial division case or family violence?
It is. It's an aggravated robbery. It's trial division.
Okay, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 12. A prosecutor will meet you there.
Thank you.
Sorry, Judge, May 6th.
I'm sorry, when?
May 6th.
All right, your case will be recalled, Mr. Morrison, for May 6th. Ron, I'll send your client to the breakout room to speak with you.
Okay.
Send in a breakout room number 4 if you'll go back there. After you finish speaking with your client, please have him come back to the main room.
I will, Judge. Thank you.
All right, the next person up is Eddie Bravenik.
Judge, I'm here.
Yes, who do you have?
Lindsay Phillips. I'm unsure which division it's assigned to. It's an arson of a habitation, and it was a bunch of, pardon me, but mentally handicapped folks living together. So I don't know if it was special crimes, family violence, or a criminal trial division.
I think it's criminal trial division. Okay, I'll send you to breakout room, lucky breakout room number 13.
Thanks, Judge.
Okay. Where are you zooming from? Are you still in the mountains, Eddie?
No, we came back about 3 months ago when it got really cold. So, I mean, where was this? Sorry.
13. All right, Pat Hancock.
Judge, good morning. Criminal Trial Division. I was speaking to Tom previously on this.
What's your client's name?
Jeremiah Pena. He's got 2 cases, Judge, and it's my understanding he's online.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 14. A prosecutor will meet you there.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, next person is Brian Marks.
Good afternoon, or good morning, Judge. So early, I'm already saying afternoon. It's been a long 2 days. I've been in 4 different courts and.
No problem.
Yeah. All right, I'm here on Rianne Flores, Judge.
I'm sorry, what's the first name?
I'm here on behalf of Rianne Flores.
Just one moment. What is the first name? I'm sorry.
It's Rianne, and last name's Flores. This would be a narcotics offense alleged, at least, and we're dealing with special crimes.
Okay.
It's our first setting as well, so we're fair game for anybody, Judge. Whoever ADA wants to speak with me, be more than happy.
I'll see you to breakout room number 15. Someone will be there.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
All right, Tony Jimenez.
Good
Tony?
morning, Judge. My client is Abelardo Mombrana.
Spell the last name, please.
Nombrana.
And is this criminal trial division or family violence?
It's a drug offense, probably criminal trial.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 16.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Charles Mays, who do you have?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have Mr. David Aguirre.
You say David Aguirre?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is it criminal trial division or family violence?
It's criminal trial. That case.
All right, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 17.
Okay, thank you.
James Myritt. James Myritt, who do you have?
Good morning. I have April Marie Donato in custody. I believe that should be criminal trial division.
All right. I'm going to send you to breakout room number 18. Did you say a plea?
No, ma'am, no.
Okay, so I'll send you to breakout room number 18.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes. All right, the prosecutors, John Carroll, are you back?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, I'm back, and I've conferred with the prosecutor, Mr. Morris, and he needs to check on a few things regarding a potential disposition of this case, and it may go quickly, but it may take some time, maybe into next week. And I was going to ask the court for just a 30-day reset, and let's see if we can proceed with this.
Mr. Morris, when is this going to be done? Can this be done by the end of the month, whatever you're looking into?
Yes, Judge. So there was a previous offer on the case. I need to check for eligibility and pretrial diversion on this case. That's really what the issue is. So I hopefully we'll have an answer within the next few days. But with spring break next week and people having families, I don't know how predictable people's schedules will be. Hopefully within the next few days, I'll have an answer to Mr. Carroll.
All right. And is your client on the Zoom screen? Is Mr. Kahir?
Yes,
Here?
yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, Norma, can you recall this for the end of the month, please?
April 1st.
All right. We'll see you back on April 1st, and we'll figure out what's going on with potential pretrial diversion.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Judge.
you and your client are excused.
May I also be excused, Judge?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, John Kuntz.
Good morning, Judge. I've conferred with Jordan, and there's a little bit of a hitch because she has a misdemeanor assault where she's represented by a different attorney. I think we're very close to resolving everything. I was going to ask the court if we could reset it 2 or 3 weeks so that I can make contact with the other attorney, and then because I think that attorney will need to deal with the misdemeanor prosecutors on that case and try to arrange a concurrent deal if we can do it.
All right. Is there Tracy Gomez on the Zoom?
She's right there, Judge. And what I was going to ask is if you could, when you're done with talking to me, if you could put me and my client in a breakout room so we can talk, and then if we could be excused from there.
All right, Norma, can we have them come back at the end of the month, please?
Yes, ma'am. Let's do March the 30th. First,
Okay.
31st, March 31st.
Got it. Thank you, Norma.
You're welcome.
All right, March 31st. And that will be your plea deadline date. All right, and I will send your client, if you'll go back, Mr. Kuntz, if you'll go back to breakout room number 2, I'll send your client to breakout room number 2.
Thank
and
you.
once you all have finished discussing whatever you discussed, you're both excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Judge,
Sure.
this is Tony Jimenez. I went to 16 breakout. No one's there.
So here's the thing. So I'm going to explain to the attorneys who are new. This is sort of like the doctor's office.
Okay.
You sign in, the nurse calls you to the back, and you're like all excited because you're going to see the doctor when really you're not seeing the doctor yet. They're just there to check your blood pressure and wait. So if you wait there, prosecutors will come. I have a limited number of prosecutors. And of course, you can see the number of people on the screen. So they will be there.
Okay. Thank
All
you.
right, thanks. All right, the next person up is Joe Bohack. Joe, you're back.
Okay, so
I'm here, Judge. I'm sorry. I've got 3 Zooms going.
No, that's okay. What is happening with Ms. Gutierrez?
In a nutshell, we got a very reasonable offer, but I have no client. I've tried text, cell phone messages. I can't get I've sent him the Zoom invite numbers. I saw one name that I saw one screen, an LG Stylo something, but I don't see my client, but I haven't.
Just
I
one
don't know
second.
that
Let's
we
see
called
who
him in court.
this person who's listed as LG Stylo, is that anyone's client? Does anyone recognize LG Stylo, the person who's inappropriately dressed for court and who's now going to have to appear in court? Does anyone know who that is? Okay, just one second.
Judge, in breakout room 8, is that the defendant, Victor Guerra, by himself, or is that the attorney just labeled?
No, that is the defendant by himself. He's waiting for his attorney to come back.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, court is calling 2021. Mr. Stylo, the person who has the purple ceiling, who's dressed inappropriately in a shirt. What is your name? All right, you're dressed inappropriately. You better go somewhere and find a shirt. And if you cannot find a shirt, you're going to have to appear in court.
Okay.
All right, the court is calling 2021 CR 0245, State of Texas versus Joe Angel Gutierrez. Is there a prosecutor available, please? David Lunan, are you available to answer on this?
Can answer. It's not a case that I have.
Judge, I could do it.
Thank you. All right, for the state?
Okay.
BF, yeah. Tom Nisbet for the state.
For the defense?
Joe Bohack. for the defendant, Your Honor.
All right, this case was scheduled today at 9 a.m. It is now 9:37 a.m. Deputy Laura and Deputy Mejia. Has there been a Joe Angel Gutierrez in the courtroom at all today?
No, Your Honor, he has.
Gracias.
Defense, have you had any contact with Mr. Gutierrez?
Judge, I have not been able to reach him. I'm sending messages to him and leaving voicemails one way on the only number that I can get on him. I've sent him the Zoom information to include the meeting code, and I've left him voicemails advising him that he needs to attend or a bond forfeiture may follow. And I have not had a response from him by text or phone, Judge.
State?
Judge, we asked for bond forfeiture and a warrant.
That'll be granted. Your client will be remanded without bond. If you're able to get in touch with your client, let the court know, and I'll reconsider.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused until then?
Yes, you are.
Thank you.
Todd McCray? Todd McCray?
I'm present, Judge.
Yes.
I'm
Have you
present,
confer-
Judge.
Have you conferred with your client?
Yes.
Has the state conferred with you today?
Yes.
Has an offer been tendered?
Yes.
And is your client aware of that offer?
Yes.
What are we doing with your client today?
We're asking for a jury trial.
Okay. Denise Robles, where are you? Denise Robles.
I saw her earlier. This
I'm
is her
sorry,
first time.
I had to unmute it.
All right, Ms. Robles.
Yes, ma'am.
If you cannot get your video working the next time, you're going to have to appear in court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. It was just working. I don't understand what happened. I just pressed unmute and then now I see a little black screen. Oh, it's asking me to start my video.
Mhm.
Let me allow it. I'm sorry. I totally apologize about that.
That's okay. My understanding is you're requesting a jury trial. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, please.
All right. What that means is your plea deadline has expired. The court will not accept any plea bargain agreements in this case. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
All right. We'll schedule you for a jury trial. You and your attorney are excused.
Thank you. Have a great day.
All right. You're welcome. Have a great day.
Out of the grind, so I had to sneak a little bit prep relay in there.
All right, everyone, just give me one moment, please. All right, the next one up is Suzanne Kramer.
Yes, Judge. I spoke with David Lunan. There's some discovery that he still needs to get to me. He's got it, but I wasn't able to go downtown because of my health situation. I am able to drive now, but the boxes right now, because of the flood, nobody's at the office. So he told me he would probably be back at the office by next week and I could go down there and pick up the DVDs of discovery from him. He did give me a plea bargain offer. I texted it to my client. He's been wanting a jury trial if the state couldn't offer him what he wanted, which is not going to happen.
All right, Mr. Caldwell, where are you?
Also, that was the second thing. He is currently in the hospital. He had a stroke. I've got ready to email to the court, should the court need it, the documents and photographs to verify that he is in the hospital. He had to have some surgery after a stroke, I believe, fairly serious. So he wasn't able to, he's got hookups and wires. And
So as an officer of the court, you're saying that you know firsthand that he is in the hospital?
Yeah, I haven't called the hospital, Judge, but from the documents that he sent me, yes.
All right.
I mean, yes.
Norma, can you recall this for the first available day in April for us to make sure that discovery has been handed over?
Yes, ma'am. We'll do April 9th.
Okay, I will let Mr. Caldwell know. Thank y'all so much.
All right, thank you. You are excused.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
May I be excused, Judge?
Who is that? Yes,
No,
thank
me.
you.
Take care, Judge. Bye.
Thank you.
Your Honor, when you have a moment.
Yes.
Tom, back from the breakout room with Pat Hancock on Jeremiah Pena in the middle of page 3.
Yes.
2 first setting Berghabs. Mr. Hancock is going to get me some important mitigation evidence from both the military and the young man's family. So if we could have a regular reset, please, I think we'll be able to handle it off docket prior to that setting.
All right, Norma,
Regular.
on Jeremiah Pena, can you give me a 30-day reset?
Yes, ma'am. That will be April 1st.
All right, I'll see you all back on April 1st.
Thank you,
If
Judge.
anything's taken care of before then you do not need to appear and your client is excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Tom.
Judge.
Everyone, I'm sorry, just give me a moment, Ron.
Yeah.
All right, yes, Ron?
Well, first, I want to tell Mr. Sawyer, I'm sorry for butting in front of him, but it's beauty before age. So.
Oh, okay.
I'm back. My client, Greg Morrison, I've talked to him. He should be back in the courtroom. You said come back to the courtroom. Wanted to see if I could be excused.
I think you and your client were excused after you finished speaking in the breakout room because he's on he's in custody, correct? All right, Norma, can you let them know that Mr. Morrison can go back?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, Ross. Bye-bye.
Okay.
And Judge, good morning. We're
care.
back from the breakout room as well.
Okay, just one second. Michael Sawyer, who do you have?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have, this was young man's name, I have Sean Rodis, R-O-D-I-S.
I'm sorry, spell the last name again.
R-O-D-I-S. First name is Sean, S-E-A-N.
All right, and is this criminal trial division?
Excuse me, ma'am?
Is it criminal trial division or family violence?
Yeah, this looks like criminal trial division. It's a drug case.
Okay.
And if I can, go ahead, please.
No, I was just going to tell you, I'll send you to a breakout room and a prosecutor will meet you there. I'll send you to breakout room number 1.
Judge, thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, the next person up is Anthony Zamora.
Yes, Judge, we've conferred. We're still requesting a trial date.
Okay, just one second. All right, do you have all the discovery in this case?
Yes, I do.
All right, state. I'm going to need discovery completed on this case, an acknowledgement of discovery. And that acknowledgement of discovery will be due by March 26th. And we will schedule you for a jury trial. Mr. Ganir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, your plea deadline date has expired. What that means is that the court will not accept any plea bargain agreements in this case. If you do decide to accept a plea, the court will only consider a plea open to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you and your attorney are excused.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Judge Tony Jimenez, if I could, with the court's permission, be sent to a breakout room to confer with my client, Mr. Nombrana. We have, the state has made an offer in the case. I want to confer with him.
All right, where's Mr. Nombrana? Mr. Nombrana?
Judge, he's at LG Stylo 6.
All right, I'll send him to a breakout room with you, Tony. Tony, if you will go back to room number 16, I'll send your client to 16.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Excuse
All right,
me.
the next person up is Monica Guerrero.
Hi, Judge.
Hi.
So I conferred with Marcus Sanders,
Yes.
and I need to know if my client is on the Zoom right now under anything but his name. I saw a Moto.
Moto is with someone else. Is there an
Okay.
Adam Isaac Gonzalez here? Let me see, who do we have? Moto E5 Plus. Let me see. Yes, are you Adam Gonzalez?
No, ma'am, I'm Antonio Casablanca with Robert Mauer.
All right. Okay, just give me a moment. Monica, your client is not here yet.
Okay, let me call him again. I sent him the Zoom code. He said he knew how to use it on his phone, but let me call him back.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, the next person who is up, Eddie Bravanik.
I'm sorry, Judge, to interrupt. Can you put Mr. Mays and his client, Mr. Aguirre, in a 14D in a breakout room, please?
Okay. Charles Mays, if you go back to 17, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Eddie Bravanik,
Yes, Your Honor.
what is happening with your client?
Judge, this is an arson case. She was in a mental home, and there's a psychological evaluation pending that has not come back yet. As you can imagine, I need that before anything can be done on the case.
Yes. Norma, can you give us a date and April for Phillips? We're going to need an update on the psychological evaluation, and can you see if you can contact the magistrate's court to find out where that is in the process?
Yes, ma'am. We can do April 16th.
All right, so we're going to come back on April 16th, and we'll work on seeing where the psychological is. And Mr. Bravanik, if you could do that as well, please.
Judge, we will reach out. I will tell you that they listen to me probably as much as they should, which means almost not at all. But so they'll probably listen to the court a little better.
Oh, okay.
But I will.
All right, I appreciate that, Eddie. Have a good one, okay?
Hey, Judge, real quick, the long promised muffin is not here, but there is a kolache shop near me. So I really don't want to bring the muffin because it would ruin our joke, but I'll bring you a kolache. Does that sound okay?
It would. For people who don't know, Eddie Bravanik has been owing me a muffin since we've been out of law school. So
I think
that's been
about
from like
2000 at least, maybe 2001. I've owed you this muffin.
No, it's been since 1998.
Oh shit! All right, well, fair enough. I mean, the muffin at this point is probably not very edible, but
No,
I'll let you go and harass others.
All right, Miss
Figure judge.
Phillips, could you unmute for me, please? Just one moment. We'll find out if someone has come to her. Norma, can you have Miss Phillips on mute?
Who? Ms. Phillips? Okay, yes. Give me 1 second.
L23.
L23?
Yes. And we'll find out if someone has actually come to speak to her yet. All right, the next person up is...
Judge, she unmuted.
Miss Phillips. Can you hear us?
Huh? Yeah.
Miss
Yeah.
Phillips, has anyone come to speak to you yet?
No.
Okay.
Yes, some guy.
Oh, was he a doctor?
A psychiatric doctor.
Okay, all right. We're waiting
about like mental problems and depression and my case for burning down.
Okay,
a house.
no, stop there, Miss Phillips. Don't go into your case. Miss
Okay.
Phillips, what we're going to do is we're going to recall your case. It may come back sooner than anticipated because the doctor has seen you, but we've set you for April 16th, but it may be sooner than that, okay?
Okay, okie dokie.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Norma, can you let them know they can take back L23?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Robert Mauer, you're back.
Yes, Judge, I talked to Laura, and there is a bunch of discovery that they have to get on this case. She just noticed, and apparently with the flood, they're having problems locating all their files. So if you could give me 30 days, then hopefully we'll get the discovery.
Okay, do not laugh about the flood because this courtroom experienced the flood and they're saying they're going to shampoo the carpet instead of taking it out. Because I guess they say they can shampoo carpet padding. We shall see.
I actually got a defendant's conviction set aside because it turned out the records there had been a flood in the old courthouse and the records were destroyed.
So, Robert, this shows that Arlene Gay is on Antonio Casablanca. Have you been hired on that?
Yeah, I am hired. I should have, I think I have notice in here and we told Arlene. Yeah, and I have appearance of counsel originally when they were filed as CMs.
Okay. All right. Laura, when do you figure you will have the files on this case?
Well, it was a process guide. It looks like Sam had sent it off for scanning like 30 days ago, but it hasn't been scanned or uploaded. So I emailed Sam, but he's working his week of overnight. So I probably won't hear back from him until like later tonight. So I would imagine the next 2 or 3 weeks is how long they're telling us.
All right, Norma, can you set this the beginning of April, please?
Is it going to be for discovery, Judge, you said?
Yes, but your client will need to be here though, Robert.
Okay.
April 2nd?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll see you on April 2nd.
And Judge, you don't let Eddie Bravenett get away with all his shenanigans anymore.
All right. Have a good one. Jocelyn Andrews, you're back.
Yes, ma'am. And unfortunately, they're having some of the same problems that they're having on Robert's case. Flooding issues. Nobody's had an opportunity to review Alexander Jahagan's case. Joe Ray did review it a little bit while we were in the breakout room. They've got some more discovery that they need to get, including 911 tape, or at least try to get. So they've got some issues.
Okay, is your client here?
I don't see him, but he's in custody, Your Honor, and I don't know that he was even ordered.
No, he's on bond.
Well, while we were in the breakout room, because Joe Ray and I could not figure it out, I called the jail and they say he is there.
All right, Norma, can you check on that, please?
I sent her a text, but I'm sure she's busy. She hadn't had a chance to check. Judge, I've got a hearing at 10, another courtroom.
And which courtroom would this be?
The 10 o'clock one. County Court 14.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, but my client's not here, Judge.
We need to find out where your client is.
Okay, I think
so,
Norma,
I'm
pretty sure he's in custody.
If Mr. Alexander is on bond or if he's in custody. Because the docketing sheet I have shows that he is on bond.
I'm talking to the jail right now, Judge. So give me just a second.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor, he is in jail. He's at the annex.
So somebody needs to talk to the people who are putting this docketing sheet together. And I know that's none of the staff here that's generating that, but all right. Norma, can you recall this at the end of March, please?
Yes, ma'am. April 1st.
All right, we'll see you back on April 1st. And you are excused.
Thank you. Have a great day, everybody.
All right, you too. All right, the next person who's back, Tony Jimenez.
Judge, on my client, he's accepted one of the offers of the state. I guess I need to talk to Ms. Williamson again, just to confirm which offer we're going to accept and then set it for a plea.
All right. Oh, we'll do the plea today. I'll send you to breakout room number 13.
Ouch. We're going to do it today.
Yes. All right, Kevin Stryker, who do you have?
Good morning, Judge. I have Ariana Fuentes. She's on the Zoom and checked in with you guys.
How do you spell the last name?
Fuentes, Fuentes, Your Honor. I can give you a cause number if you'd like.
Oh, no, no cause number needed.
Hello, Judge.
Just give us a moment. All right, I'll send you to a breakout room. Number 3, a prosecutor will meet you there.
Thank you, Judge. And may Ariana get off and have me call her when we're ready to get back on?
Yes.
Okay. Ariana, go ahead and get off. I'll give you a call. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Monica Guerrero, you're back, but your client isn't here.
Right. He said he was here earlier and that he got kicked out and he's trying to get back in, but it's saying that he's buffering. He is on a full GPS monitor and I can call the GPS officer and see if they'll let him come downtown.
What is
I told him to try to get back on the Zoom.
Okay, what is happening with your case?
We conferred. My client wants me to ask for additional videos because they only have body cam and some photographs. But I believe that they have given me everything that they have. They give me an offer this morning and he said he would leave it open for 60 days.
I'm not, they may want to keep it open for 60 days, but I'm not giving your plea deadline date for 60 days. Have you received all the discovery? Is there any outstanding discovery?
I don't see any type of video from the inside of the store. I only see body cam video and photographs. I don't know if there's anything else. As of right now, they've given me everything they said they have.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Norma, I want Mr. Adam Gonzalez called for discovery, and your client will need to be here. And if your client can't Zoom, then he needs to be in the courtroom.
Okay.
So Norma, can you recall this in about 3 weeks for discovery and state if there is some sort of outstanding discovery or a video in a store, then provide that to defense.
March 26th.
All right, we'll see you on March 26th.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Judge,
All right.
Can you
Yes.
send Donato to room 18?
Is Donato in custody?
Yes, L22.
Okay. And what room number do you want?
18 with James Meyer.
All right, sent to 18. And Mr. Mays, what is happening with Aguirre?
Yes, Your Honor, I'll visit with the district attorney's office. It made an offer. I've extended it to my client. And this time he was just to request a jury trial, Your Honor.
Oh, then why do I have, and your client is Victor, oh, your
No,
client is David Aguirre. Where's Mr. Aguirre? Could you unmute, please?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Aguirre, you've been giving a plea offer and you're rejecting that. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, what that means is I'm going to give you a plea deadline date so you can think over it.
Okay, ma'am.
And the date I'm going to give you when we come back, if you decide that you don't want to accept it, that's fine. That's completely up to you. But after that date, the court will not consider any further plea bargain agreements. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Norma, can you set this towards the end of the month of March? Do you want to put it on like the 26th, maybe?
26. That's fine, Judge.
All right, we're going to recall your case on March 26th.
Is there any way I can speak to you in private, ma'am?
No, you can't speak to me in private. If there's something you want to say, you can say it now.
Well, I mean, as far as like if I do end up going with the plea, decide with the plea after I talk to my wife, I mean, there's some things I got to take care of before I just go away and do my time.
Let me explain something to you. And this is what I tell everybody else. How old are you?
I'm 38, ma'am.
You're 38. So here's the thing. If you were going to a party that your friends invited you to. Let's say you're going to a hunting trip, right? Or you and your friends decide to go on a fishing trip. And for that fishing trip, they tell you there are going to be other women here. There's going to be drugs here. I think your wife would appreciate it if you would tell her beforehand and say, I'm going on a fishing trip with the guys. There's going to be drugs there. There's going to be alcohol here. What are your thoughts on that? As opposed to going, getting in trouble, and then saying, let me call my wife and clear things with my wife. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, if there is something you want to speak to your attorney and to the prosecutor about accepting an offer and when your sentence will be, you're more than welcome to do that. But that's something you need to discuss with your attorney and something you would need to discuss, your attorney would need to discuss with the prosecutor. It's up to you. But your plea deadline date for this case is going to be March 26th. After that, the court will not consider any plea bargain agreements. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Charles May, who are you conferring with? Charles May.
He was speaking with me, Your Honor.
All right. So what I'll do is I'll send Charles May, if you go back to a breakout room. If you'll go to breakout room number 14.
Oh, thank you.
And the prosecutor will meet you there.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. All right, anyone else back from the breakout room? Brian Marks?
Yes, Your Honor. I was able to speak with Mr. Brown. If we can get this matter reset, we have a little bit of discovery we need to get, some body cam and dash cam, and hopefully we can get that in the meantime and get this matter resolved soon.
Is your client in custody?
My client is not in custody, ma'am. She's
Where's
here.
your, Ryan Forrest, I need you to
Yes,
unmute,
ma'am.
please.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
All right, Norma, can you recall this case for the end of March?
Yes, ma'am. Let's do March 31st.
All right, we'll come back on March 31st.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much, Judge.
You're welcome. See you then.
Pleasure seeing you today, Judge. You have yourself a wonderful day.
All right, thank you. You too.
Maybe we be excused.
Thank you.
Yes, you're excused and your client is excused.
Thank you so much, man. Take care.
Anyone else back from the breakout room? All right.
And Judge,
Yes.
In breakout room number 3, Kevin Stryker is labeled as family violence, but he's actually waiting for CTD.
Okay. And you say that's breakout room number 23?
Number 3, Judge.
Number 3?
Yeah.
All right, to criminal trial division. Kevin Stryker is criminal trial division, not family violence. All right, we will get someone there.
Excuse me, Judge, Charles Mays here.
Yes.
Yes, I just talked with Ms. Williamson, and we'll just leave the date for March the 26th, Judge.
All right. Norma, can you let them know that David Aguirre can go back? He's 14D.
I'll be excused, Your Honor.
Yes, you're excused.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, anyone back from the breakout room? Anyone else? And Norma, I'll put in the chat box the attorneys that we need.
Yes, ma'am.
Ivan Barrera, are you an attorney?
Yes, Judge. I'm here for covering for Nathaniel Navy. He's in Comal County. He's got 8 clients today.
All right. Are you a new attorney?
Fairly new, Judge. Yeah, about 1.5 years now.
All right. You got to jump in and let people know that you're waiting.
My apologies, Judge.
Oh, no problem. I'm just, letting you know, because otherwise I don't see you anywhere on the docket listed as an attorney, and I don't see you listed as a defendant. So otherwise we wouldn't know.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to send you to breakout room number 2, and a prosecutor will be there to speak with you.
I'll go there, Judge.
Thank you.
Judge.
You're welcome. Welcome to the practice of law. Kimball Ward, you're here? And you have Jade West? Oh, we can't hear you. It's CTD. I'm going to send you to a breakout room, though. I'm going to send you to breakout room number 4.
Can you hear me now, Judge?
Yes, I can. Okay. I'll send you to breakout room number 4. And a prosecutor will meet you there.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, and has there been a family violence prosecutor that's spoken to Daniel Rodriguez and Martin Guerra in breakout room number 5? David Martin, can you go to number 5, see what's happening?
Yeah, if you made me a co-host, Judge.
Yes.
Okay. I just got my microphone working in my office, so you'd be.
Okay. into criminal trial division and breakout room number 5. That's criminal trial division, and also family violence. All right, Kevin Stryker, you're back.
Hi, Judge. Yes, I'm back. So we were talking, and my kid's a 17-year-old kid charged with robbery. Basically, it was a fight where my client's alleged to have said also something like, grab the wallet. We had offered a misdemeanor. They're stuck on a felony, so we're not in agreement. So if we want to set it for a jury trial.
Oh, here's the thing. I don't need to know what the offers are. So I don't know why. Just give me a moment, please. One moment. All right, so where is Ms. Fuentes? Is she in a breakout room?
Back on. She was on for about 45 minutes. I can have her get up back on if you'd like, Judge.
Yes.
Okay. I think I have most discovery, Judge. I just need to double check on to see if the apartment complex. I didn't see the surveillance video from the apartment complex, so I need to double check that one issue. But besides that, I think we'll be ready to go. And Judge, if I can just chat with her for a brief moment, I'll tell her to get back on the Zoom.
Yes.
Judge, can you check your chat?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And I'm sorry I'm writing in all caps. My contacts are really bad this morning.
All righty. And number why is Sean Hurst being recalled for March 10th?
Bridget was going to be in a another court or something. It was going to take too long. She asked if he can just be recalled for the following week. She didn't want to have him just sitting around waiting.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
But she'll be back next week on Wednesday.
And what date is Sean Serene's client being recalled for?
Judge, you gave him a date. Let me look up that date.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said it's the 31st.
Yes.
Thank you.
He had asked for him to come in yesterday to talk to him and Alexandria.
No problem. Hello. James, do you need to speak with your client?
I already spoke to her, and because she's in custody, she has raised certain concerns that her bond is too high or that she was not interviewed for a PR bond, and she is upset with that. And she would like the court to consider an application or for a PR bond or set reasonable bail.
All right, well, let's start with this. This is the last day for her to accept a plea bargain agreement. Ms. Donato, could you please unmute yourself? All right, have you been tendered a plea bargain agreement from the state? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right, are you rejecting that offer?
The plea bargain deal, I don't know what that is.
All right, I'm going to send you to a breakout room with your attorney. Your attorney will tender the offer to you. Then I need to know whether you accept it or reject it, okay? I'm going to send you to breakout room number 3.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Just give me one moment, Ms. Donato.
Thank you.
It's like wasting my time here, like waiting for a bill for that place too, you know. It's a long, I know that there's a lot of people who are still waiting. They've been here 6 months.
Judge, can you put Mr. Gitron in number 5 with Martin Guerra?
All right, Mr. Gatron, I'm gonna send you to breakout room number 5.
I'll go in there too, Your Honor, if I could.
Yes,
Thank you.
you're able to go there because you're already placed there.
Okay.
You're welcome.
And Judge, can you send Mr. Wardell Lemon to breakout room number 2 to go confer with the attorney?
All right. Mr. Lemon, you're in breakout room number 2.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
There's a Victor Guerra in breakout room number 8. Do you know what he's for?
Victor Guerra is waiting for his attorney.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, Judge. I'm just trying to see if I missed anything.
Oh, no problem. His attorney is Edward Garza.
Okay.
And let me see where Mr. Garza is.
And also, just because I know this attorney on Lemon is filling in, the last time you were here on it, Judge, Nathaniel Navy had wanted to come in and watch the forensic interview. But with files being what they are, he can't probably do that for like another 2 or 3 weeks.
All right. Michael Sawyer, you're back.
I am, Your Honor. I've been talking to Jordan. I'm about 98% sure we've reached a resolution. I believe it's my first court setting. It's a fairly new case for me.
Okay.
I get 2 other pieces of discovery that I need. I'm going to file a number of pretrial motions, but I believe right now, Your Honor, we'll never get that far. I just need to file those things in the course of my business.
All right. Norma, on Mr. Rhodes.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you give us a 30-day reset, please?
April 1st.
April
All right.
1st. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
All right. Have a good one. How are you doing?
Oh, seven feather, my hair is going snow white. I'm doing okay.
All right. Well, you have a good one.
But it hadn't fallen out. It's still there.
Hey.
Have a good day, Judge.
All right. You too. You and your client are excused. Mr. Rhodes, you're excused.
Thank you.
Yes. And Norma, we need Ed Garza to come back, please. His client has been waiting for him in the breakout room.
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, could I go to a breakout room to walk through the paperwork with my client, Nombrana?
All right, is he listed on the screen?
I don't know. I'm
Is your
a
client
senior
on bond?
citizen, okay? I'm just looking-
Is your client on bond?
Yes.
All right, Alvarado Monbrano. You will need to call him on the phone because he's not on the screen.
Oh, he's not? Okay. I'll get him on.
So
Okay, Judge.
get him on. All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Oh, wait a minute. Is your guy LG?
LG.
Yes, he's in number 16.
Okay,
I'll send you there.
thank you.
You're welcome. Ed Garza, your client's been waiting for you.
I'm sorry, I'm back, Your Honor.
Where did you go?
To the 144th, had to do a plea over there and then didn't even go through because they didn't bring the guy back from TDC. Jesus Christ.
All right, you're on number 8. Don't
Yeah.
take the Lord's name in vain.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I mean, there are other, if you believe in the higher power, they're busy with, he or she is busy with other things.
I
So the little
understand.
problems that we have in life, you can call on him anytime you want to, but maybe he's off solving a world crisis.
You're absolutely correct, Your Honor. And I shouldn't do that.
All right, you're number 8.
All righty.
All right, Kimber Ward, you bet.
Yes, Judge. I got an offer from the state, and I don't know if my client had been able to get on Zoom.
Yes, she's here. Let me send her to a breakout room with you. Ms. West, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 4 with your attorney.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Barrera. On
Hello,
Lemon.
Judge.
Hi, what's happening with Lemon?
So confer with the state judge. Two things going on. Mr. Nathaniel Navy, again, he's a primary attorney, wants to watch discovery videos, but it can only be watched at the DA's office. But unfortunately, because of the pipes were burst, it's kind of told things, and he's got to wait to be able to watch it. And secondly,
Brenda,
Judge,
it's mighty strange that the pipes have burst and files have been destroyed, maybe. Everything's wet. Furniture has been warped. And yet they're saying that all they got to do is shampoo carpets. These are questions that I ask Ivan because I don't claim to be a construction worker. I don't claim to be a carpenter, but it just seems to me that if carpet is flooded so badly that files are destroyed, water has pooled on top of it, shampooing the carpet is not the answer. It appears that the answer would be to take the carpet up, take the padding up, remove the boards, see how high the water damage is so there will be not be mold and mildew. Like towels that have burst in the ceiling. Don't come in and just replace a towel when you haven't addressed the pipe issue. I asked these questions. Yeah, thank you. I'm just waiting for the commercial for some law firm. The commercials they do where they say, if you or anyone was affected by the flood in 2020 at the Bexar County Courthouse, and you have, lung infections, call this number. I'm just waiting for that.
in a couple of years, Judge.
Yeah. All right. Well, if I see you advertising, I'll be like, I knew him. So, Norma, if we can recall Mr. Wardell Lemon for at the beginning of the month. So at the beginning of the month, Mr. Navy needs to have reviewed whatever video he needs to review. All right, Norma.
April 1st, Judge.
All right. We'll see you on April 1st, and your client will need to be here.
I appreciate it, Judge. Thank you.
All right. Have a good day. Enjoy the practice of law. It's
Thank
very
you, Judge.
rewarding.
It is, but stressful.
All right. Bye-bye. You and your client are excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Judge, I'm back again, Ed Garza.
Yes.
I need a breakout room with Jordan to get the paperwork for Mr. Guerra. I believe he's already signed all the paperwork from Norma.
Yes, he has.
Correct. And I have to.
I'll send you to breakout room number 6.
Number 6. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. And Jordan, if you could meet him in 6. All right, you're back on Gutron.
Yes, Your Honor. Both Dan and I have conferred with the state. We conferred with our client, Jesus Edward Gutron. And at this point, we have an offer conveyed. We're discussing that, but we're going to go ahead and request a reset.
All right, I'm going to give you, have you received all the discovery in 2020 CR 3666?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state. In each of the cases, there is a criminal trial division case. I'm going to need an acknowledgement of discovery. That will be due by March 26th.
26th, okay.
Yes. And Norma, Mr. Gutron, can you call this the week of April 12th?
April 15th.
Oh, that's a bad day for attorneys, Norma.
You got extended, Your Honor, to June, I think.
Yeah, no. Thank you. All right. So it needs to be before then. Like if you can put it on the 12th or 13th.
The 12th is fine, Judge.
All right, so this is April 12th. It's going to be recalled for April 12th. And Mr. Gutron, that's going to be your plea deadline date. At that time, you need to let the court know whether or not you're accepting the plea offer. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so if there's any family members or whoever you need to speak to, you need to speak to them before then, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if there's nothing else from either side, you are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
Welcome. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
James Meyer.
If I could talk to Mr. Sanders, Marcus, for just a minute.
All right, if you'll go to breakout room number 1, Marcus will meet you there.
Sure.
And Norma, any update on Mr. Raphael Leal?
The clerk would give you, he filed a motion for continuance, Judge. He said he's in a conference.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. All right, Norma, on this one. Recall it at the end of the month.
Yes, ma'am. The 26th.
All right. Mr. Vela, could you unmute for me, please?
See? Uh-huh.
All right, Mr. Vela, either you can speak English or not. I can tell you right now, where we are at this point in time, you don't have to pretend that you can't speak English. I'm just trying to give you a date, okay?
Okay.
All right. So you're going to be brought back on March 26th. Do you understand?
See, yes.
All right. Okay, stop with, I admire people who speak other languages, but there's no need for you to pretend that you only speak Spanish at this point. I'm just trying to let you know when you will be coming back. Do you understand?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
All right. And, you know, at a later date, you can pretend that you only speak Spanish and we will have a Spanish interpreter here for you. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So, Norma, make sure that we always have an interpreter for Mr. Vela because he's going to pretend like he can't speak English. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Vela, we're going to send you back. All right, could you unmute? All right,
Thank
Mr. You're welcome. Have a nice day. You are back, Mr. Meyer.
Yes, and if I could go back and talk to the defendant in custody, Donato, Donato.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 3.
Thank you.
Judge, I sent you a chat.
All right, thank you. Oh, no, Norma, I'm sorry. Call him back, please. I don't think he knew he had that client on the docket.
I think it's Martin Garza, not Martin Guerra.
Ah, you're right. So we do need Martin Garza here.
Okay, Judge.
All right, Mr. Garza?
Yes, ma'am. Jordan is preparing the paperwork, Judge. I'm just waiting on him to get it over to me. And he wanted me to check to see, he seems positive that back in December, we did the discovery compliance. I guess I'd ask the clerk if it's on file. Just
And
to make
that's,
sure. On
what is
Victor
your-
Lee Guerra.
Victor Lee Guerra. There's not one that's in the court's file.
Okay, I better let him know then.
All right.
He seems to think there was one filed back in November on the 2019 case.
Yes, I don't have that.
Don't have that? Okay.
No.
Let me go back to the breakout.
Sure.
I'm here.
Oh,
Judge, when you get a chance, can I see in a breakout room? It's
Yes.
Rebecca.
Just give me one moment. Oh, yes. You want to be in breakout room number 1?
Yes.
Judge, can you put Lauren Lepton and her client, Mr. Weaver, in the breakout room, please? I'm talking on.
Ms. Lefton, you're in breakout room number 1, and Mr. Weaver, if you go to breakout room number 1. And I'm sorry, Norma, what date were we coming back on Ariana Fuentes?
Give me 1 second, Judge.
Thank you.
I didn't get that date down, Judge.
All right, we need to see if you can get Mr. Stryker back in, because honestly, I don't think he told us a date for that one. So see if he can zoom back in.
Okay.
Thank you.
Judge, he said that he was going to get her back on today, and then he just left.
All right. Yes, because Norma, we don't have her on the Zoom.
Okay.
So see if he can come in, see if you can get him back here by 11:30, because I want us to be able to take our 12 o'clock break. And if I could see someone from Criminal Trial Division and breakout room number 2 with probation. James Meyer, what is happening with your client?
She kind of equivocated for a little bit, but I think we have, she accepted the offer, the plea offer.
Okay. All right. If you just put that in the chat box to Norma, and
Yeah.
also if you will just go over the paperwork with your client, and that'll be in breakout room number 3.
3. Okay, we'll tell Norma. Thank you.
All right. And could somebody from Criminal Trial Division meet me in breakout room number 2, please?
I can do that.
Mr. Meyer, I just need to know, is she applying for deferred or regular probation, or is she doing time?
She's gonna apply for deferred. I'm working with Mr. Sanders on this one, so it's a application for deferred.
Okay, thanks. That's all I need to know. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone, and I'm just seeing if I have the paperwork. I do have the plea paperwork on Numbrana. And clerks, you should be receiving plea paperwork.
I think he needs to be sworn in as well.
Okay.
I think he's still in the breakout room.
I can go over there, Judge, really quick and swear him in, then I'll bring him back out.
All right, thank you.
15. Thank you. Your Honor, Jim Ward, I wanted to know if I could update the court. I wanted to know if I could update the court real quick because we were unable to reach an agreement, and I just wanted to see if maybe we could get.
All right, you need to bring your client back into the.
She came back.
All right, Jade West, could you show your video, please? All right, Ms. West. I'm going to give you a regular reset. Norma, can you recall this for 30 days?
April 1st.
All right, Ms. West, we're going to come back on April 1st.
Okay.
And what will happen on April 1st is that the state will have an acknowledgement of discovery, and they'll have more time to confer with your attorney. Do you have any questions about the process?
No.
All right, then you are excused, and we'll see you back on April 1st by Zoom. All right, and Ms. Ward, you're excused.
Thank you, Judge. Have a nice day.
You too.
Tony Jimenez, it's the clerk. I have a question. Do you know if y'all signed the consent to plea via Zoom? If y'all signed it? That's the only form I'm missing.
Well, we signed it. Yeah, we signed it. He was just having a lot of difficulty. He didn't sign it.
No, I don't think he did. 'Cause I don't have it.
Oh my God, I gotta.
Norma, do you know where the consent to plea by video is?
I'll check on it, Judge. It's been signed. I'll send it to the copier.
All right, so let's just swear him in and get him to the room then.
All right, man, Judge. Let me go get him out of here. I'll be right back.
All right, thank you.
It's officially been Monday for the last 4 days for me.
Oh my gosh, but let me ask you this. Are you at your office?
Yes.
Do you have carpet that's been flooded and that they're just trying to shampoo it instead of pulling it up?
No, but I have a quick answer to your question. No, it's not gonna work. Tell them to put a new carpet in
Yes. So we're having Groundhog Day over and over again. And the problem with the Groundhog Day that we're having, it's the same thing with the carpet.
there. Oh my gosh.
And do you know how,
Please.
and then you know how some things work?
Yes.
It's like, it's not our job to move furniture, so we can't move the furniture to remove carpet anyway.
Heard that one. So that's when I brought my coordinator in with these carpet cutters, and we just cut it out ourselves.
Well, we're not allowed to do that.
I know, neither was I.
All right, you're
Judge,
gonna need to unmute.
I'm sorry, Judge, he still needs to sign it. It's coming out without a signature. It's not letting me print it.
All right, you need to sign the document that's in your box. Mr. Nabrano, there's a document in your cell phone and you need to sign that.
On my cell phone?
Yes, it will
Okay.
be from Norma Ferguson.
Okay, okay.
As a message or email?
My Gmail.
It's an email and it should say consent.
I got somebody helping me. Take time.
All right.
It's slow.
Yeah, I said you finished.
Okay, go all the way up. Go all the way up.
Okay, all right, thank you.
You're on mute.
All right, so what you need to do, Mr. Nambrano.
Yeah.
Show me the phone again. All right, click on the gray box.
The gray box, which is says
What does
apply.
it say? Yes.
Apply.
Click it.
Okay, I just did right now.
And what does it tell you?
Enter your name.
Yes, so type in your name.
I did already. There it goes.
All right, now what does it say?
I spelled out my name and it says close or apply. Apply.
Apply, yes.
There it goes.
Finish.
And click on finish.
Okay. There it goes.
All right, then that should be it. Just 1 second, I should be receiving it.
Tap to sign. Well, I got this. I got this one now.
All right, click to sign then.
Okay. Tap to sign. Right, there it's going. You're all set, it says.
All right, let me see if I get it. Just 1 second. Does it say anything else after it says you're all set?
That's all they got on it.
All right, I've received it. You're good. Just give me a moment.
Okay.
All right, to the clerks in the back, you should be receiving the consent to appear by video.
Okay.
Just 1 moment.
All right.
I'll keep an eye for it.
All right, Mr. Stryker, on your client, Ms. Fuentes, what are we doing?
Judge, I was just seeing if we can, she is now not 17, but she was 17 at the time. I was just seeing, can we get a week just to talk about the case? with her a little more detail before deciding whether she wants to set it for a jury trial or not. Maybe a week
right.
or two at the most.
Norma, can you set this at the end of March?
Or that, okay.
Yes, ma'am, April 1st.
April 1st it is.
All right, we're gonna recall it on April 1st.
Yes,
Ms. Fuentes, if you need to discuss anything with any family members, you need to do it before that court date, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, your excuse.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Nambrana, I need you to unmute yourself. Thank you.
I did it.
All right, who's the prosecutor on this case?
I am.
All right, the court is going to call 2021 CR 0250, State of Texas versus Abelardo Nambrana. If I could have the parties announced for the record, please, for the state,
Alexander Williamson.
for the defense.
Tony Jimenez.
We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objection from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Any objections from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Nambrano, I'm showing you a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Appear by Video. Did you review that document with your attorney? And did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it?
Yes.
Court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily consented to appear by video. Next, I'm showing you what's entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication or Community Supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it?
Yes.
Counsel, I'm showing you the discovery acknowledgement. Have you received all the discovery in this case, and did you review it with your client?
I have, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Next, Mr. Nambrano, I'm showing you a document entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor. We're proceeding on count 2, only waiving count 1.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Nambrano, I'm going to show you what's entitled Court's Admonishment and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it at all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Did you understand in count 2 what you're charged with is possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 to 200 grams. That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargain agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
Yes.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty, not grant you community supervision, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses to this offense?
He has.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
He does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do.
Mr. Nambrana, I'm showing you a document entitled Plea Bargain Page. Did you review that page with your attorney and did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea bargain agreement, the state is proceeding on count 2. There's a $1,500 fine. The state will remain silent on your application for deferred adjudication or community supervision. And there's a be restitution of $57 to the Bexar County Laboratory for testing. Did you understand did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement?
Yes,
Defense, is that the plea bargain agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you the paragraph entitled Waiver of Appeal. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it in both places?
yes,
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
yes,
Counsel, are there any such motions?
None.
Then Mr. Nambrano, to the offense as charged in count 2, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
guilty.
State any evidence to support the defendant's guilty plea.
Yes, Your Honor. The state offers State's Exhibit 1 and attachments.
Any objections?
None.
Mr. Nambrano, I'm going to show you a document entitled Waiving Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you electronically sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes,
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call, and the right to remain silent?
yes,
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
yes,
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. The court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, the court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. State, you're remaining silent on the defendant's application. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Your Honor, the state, it's up to obviously defense, but the state's recommending regular probation. I wasn't sure exactly where to check that. We put terms in the lower portion of the plea paperwork. So the only thing that we're silent on is the deferred, but this is not a prison case in our opinion.
All right, thank you. Do you wish to proceed with sentencing, defense?
Judge, if that's your practice, I could just offer a brief background of my client.
All right, but first, before you get, and if both parties are waiving a PSI investigation, I will proceed with sentencing if there's no objection.
No objection from the state.
We're prepared to go forward and give the brief background of my client, Your Honor.
All right, if someone can tell me what his criminal history is, please.
Your Honor, he successfully completed a deferred adjudication for, I believe, a less than a gram case back in 2016. That's when the case was from. The rest in county is just misdemeanor, as far as I can tell.
Okay, all right, Mr. Jimenez.
Judge, my client previously served in the United States Army from 1977 to 1983. He is presently on SSI disability. He has a very limited fixed income. He's habitating right now with his daughter and I believe either a husband or significant other in that residence that he is presently living in. He did, Judge, would admit to the court that at the time of his arrest, he was in fact smoking marijuana and had used methamphetamine. He is not presently using any narcotics. He has scheduled a doctor's appointment for he believes to be some issues that he had rather not discuss with me, but there may be some underlying medical issues with respect to him. He's been separated from his wife for 10 years. He has 4 children. They're all grown adult children. And he's basically maintaining himself at this point, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Nombrana.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you know yourself better than I know you. I'm just meeting you today, and I have not had any detailed discussions with you.
Okay.
So here's the thing. The state is silent on your application for deferred adjudication. I'm considering you for deferred adjudication based upon your military service, right?
Okay.
If I were to give you deferred adjudication and if you were revoked, I know I've said this to you before, but I really want you to internalize what I'm saying. If I were to grant your deferred adjudication and you were revoked, I could sentence you up to 20 years in prison. Based upon what the state is asking for in the documents that I reviewed, if I were to give you community supervision, or what people call regular probation, if you were revoked, which means if you didn't follow through on what I was asking you to do, the most I would be able to sentence you to is 5 years. So do you want me to give you deferred, or do you want regular probation?
I'd rather have the deferred.
Okay, so now we've passed that point, that hurdle. The next question is, you are going to receive or have to take a urinalysis test today.
Today?
Yes, today. If you were to take a test today, what are the results going to be? And let me just tell you why I'm asking. I'm asking because when I put someone on probation or deferred adjudication, I want them to be successful at it. I take no joy in sending people to prison. If you have a problem and you don't tell me about it, and I don't give you what you need to fix that problem, that's your fault. If you have a problem and you tell me about it, and I don't give you something to help you fix that problem, then that's my fault. So I need you to be truthful and honest with me. One, when's the last time you used marijuana?
Yesterday.
All right, and when's the last time you used meth?
Yesterday.
All right, how often do you use?
I do it, what do you call it? Recreational.
Okay, here's the thing. The person who's with you, they can't answer, okay?
Okay, well.
Because here's the thing. Let me explain this to you.
Okay, go ahead.
Here's the thing. Everybody always wants to give their opinion on somebody's case.
Right.
But at the end of the day, when things go down,
yeah,
it's not going to affect that person.
Right.
It's all on you.
Yes, I understand.
So you're using more than recreationally, right? Because this case, you were in a car you had just used. You just used yesterday. And I'm hoping, regardless of what people are saying, there's still something going on called COVID-19.
Right.
People who are using drugs usually are not concerned about wearing a mask, and it's pretty hard to use drugs when you're wearing a mask. So,
okay.
how often do you use?
I would just say every other, on the weekends. I mean, it's I can't say exactly. You know, I just do it when I come upon it or whatever.
All right, you're not coming upon it. You don't walk out the house and stumble over meth, right?
Well, I know people that got it, you know, so, but I mean.
All right, well, you're going to have to, here's the number one thing to be clean and sober.
Okay.
You got to change people, places, and things.
Right. I've been through
and
it.
People say that's easy to do, but I know it's very difficult to do because let me give you another example.
Okay.
I don't do drugs, right? If you were telling me, Judge Boyd, you need to change people, places, and things, you need to start hanging out with people who do drugs. My thing would be like, okay, where am I going to find these people? So if you're constantly surrounding yourself with people who use meth, and I'm telling you to go find friends who don't use meth, that's very difficult to do because this is your core group. But we're going to put a stop to that because I want you to be successful on this deferred adjudication. So are you on disability?
Yes, I am.
All right, what's your disability?
985. Oh, my disability is chronic arthritis. Chronic arthritis.
Okay.
I got paperwork on all that on that.
All right, you're gonna need to make sure you give that to probation. I would send you to felony drug court, but they're having a waiting list. Did you serve in the military?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm gonna see if Veterans Court will accept you. If they will not, I'm gonna put him in intensive outpatient treatment, but with the waiting list for a felony drug court, because I think you need more help than what just intensive outpatient treatment can give you. So this is what the court is gonna do. There's a $1,500 fine that will be probated. What that means is if you're successful on this deferred adjudication, you will not have to pay that.
Okay.
5 years deferred adjudication. There's going to be intensive outpatient treatment with probation.
Okay.
And Rebecca, that's the second option. The first option I want him considered for is I want a referral to felony Veterans Court. And if they will not accept him, then I want him on the waiting list for felony drug court. And Rebecca, if he's in intensive outpatient treatment and felony drug court becomes available, I want him in felony, I want him switched over to felony drug court. There's going to be random UAs. I'm going to want field visits with him. And I'm going to want weekly Zoom reporting until he is in some sort of program. If it's outpatient, intensive outpatient treatment, then he needs to be in that program for a month before weekly Zoom is stopped. I'm going to want proof of SSI. Rebecca, does he need anything else?
No, ma'am.
All right, and there's going to be restitution of $57 to Bexar County for testing. Mr. Nombrano, do you have any questions? Yes.
It is, were you gonna do the UA to test levels?
Yes, let's do it. Well, schedule him for a UA. He was honest with me. Schedule him for a UA for tomorrow to test for levels. Mr. Nombrano, you're going to have to provide a UA tomorrow by 10 a.m. It's for them to test for levels, okay? I don't want any dilutes.
You don't want no what?
I don't want any dilutes, so don't drink a lot of water or go to Special K or any of these places to try to change whatever the results are going to be, okay?
No, I won't. Yes, ma'am, I understand.
All right, Mr. Nombrano, do you need anything else from the court to help you be successful on this probation? Anything I haven't given you?
I did go get checked for the COVID-19 and they did find a trace of it.
All
and
right,
I got paperwork on that.
All right, just provide that paperwork with probation, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm going to show you a document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you electronically sign it?
Yes.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, and Mr. Nombrano, since you're telling me that you're positive, even more so, you should not be going around using meth with friends. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And people are going to have field visits at your house, okay?
Well, right now at the moment, I'm temporarily looking for an apartment or a house because I'm under housing, and I'm still waiting for them to reinstate me on that.
All right, you may want to see what the VA can do for you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to send you to a breakout room. Probation will go over conditions with you.
Okay,
All right, I'm gonna send you to breakout room number 1
okay.
and probation. If you'll go to breakout room number 1, please.
Join, it says join.
Yes, join, and then you don't have to come back. You're excused.
Okay,
And Mr. Jimenez, if you want to go to the breakout room with him, you can. Otherwise, you're excused.
Thank you, Judge. Take care.
Thank you for your patience. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right, Edward Garza. In the back, I have the plea paperwork on Guerra.
I already swore him in, Judge. So as soon as I get your signed copy back, I'll take it to you.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor, if I could update you on Thel Weaver when it's convenient, I'd appreciate it.
All right, just give me one moment.
I'm sorry. Wow.
James, can you check your chat?
Yes, on Weaver.
Yes, ma'am. So when he was originally arrested on these cases, there was a competency evaluation ordered, and he before the evaluation occurred, he was PR bonded out, and actually has been held on a misdemeanor criminal trespass. Since then, after speaking with him, I do feel that we need to do the competency evaluation. So it has been ordered already, but if we could do another referral or just make sure that it does get done.
What is the cause number on this case, please?
Let me pull it up. Give me 1 second. It is 2021 CR 1463 and 1909. It was an add-on from.
All right, just 1 second. To the clerks in the back.
Yes, Judge.
Could I have the following cause numbers? 2021 CR 1463 and 2021 CR 1909. It should be Weaver.
You want the files?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll take them to you.
Right. Fernando Cortez.
Yes, Your Honor, sorry about this lateness. May I please confer with the DA about Alberto Trevino, please?
All right, is this on the docket?
I believe so, Judge.
Yes, Judge, it's the one that's under Martin Garza.
They're on the bond, Judge. We're co-counsel.
Yes. I'll send you to breakout room number 2.
Thank you, Judge.
And I believe this is criminal trial. I'm sorry, this is family violence. If you could meet Fernando in breakout room number 2, please.
Hi, Judge. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And Ms. Lufton, just 1 moment. We're getting your files, and Mr. Garza will be with you shortly.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge, can you send James Meyer to a breakout room?
James Meyer, if you go to breakout room number 4, please. All right, thank you. All right, I believe he's gone to that breakout room. All right, so what is happening with Mr. Weaver? Thank you. You want an evaluation?
I believe one has been ordered already, but he PR bonded out prior to it taking place, and then he picked up a misdemeanor criminal trespass. So I want to make sure the 2 PR bonds are pulled today on the 2 felonies, and then also that he be evaluated for competency.
What you're asking for the PR bonds to be withdrawn?
Yes, ma'am, because he's being held on a criminal trespass case, and he needs the competency evaluation. So I don't want him to not get credit for the time he's in.
All right, if someone is in custody, even though they're on bond for a case out of this court, I will usually give them credit for that.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
So I don't want him to remain in custody on a possession less than a gram case.
I totally understand that. My concern is just him not getting the competency evaluation. So.
All right, Mr. Weaver, can you unmute for me, please? Hi, are you able to hear us? You just muted yourself. All right, Mr. Weaver, just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me.
See, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Don't touch anything else, Mr. Weaver. All right, Mr. Weaver, we're gonna have someone come and evaluate you, okay?
I appreciate it.
All right, and we're gonna get that done as soon as possible.
Within days?
I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna ask them to expedite it. Norma?
Yes, ma'am.
Can we recall Mr. Weaver, but I'm gonna need to have him seen by a doctor at ASAP for them to determine his competency.
Okay, Judge. When do you want me to bring him back?
Let's just bring him back in 3 weeks to make sure we don't lose him.
Okay.
That's a great idea. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. So maybe, I don't know, maybe we can still do April 1st with him. Is that, well, April 1st?
Judge, on a Friday?
All right. So we're going to come back on your case on April 2nd, Mr. Weaver, just to make sure that the doctor has seen you, okay?
Okay. So could I be released meanwhile or what?
Mr. Weaver, your attorney has informed me that you have a criminal trespass in a misdemeanor case. And here's the thing, Mr. Weaver, if you are released, you need to give contact information to your attorney. Have you given your attorney information of where you will be living if you are released from custody?
Well, I signed a paper a week ago to go to Cross Point, but nobody would tell me what Cross Point is.
All right, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna let you go to a breakout room with your attorney. When you go to the breakout room with your attorney, I want you to give her information of where you be living. I want you to give her information of phone numbers where she can contact you. And you need, it's very important that the information you give her is correct so that if you are released, we can still get this evaluation done. You understand?
Yes, I understand.
All right, so I'm gonna send you to breakout room number 3.
Yes.
And Ms. Lefton, if you'll go to breakout room number 3, please.
Okay, and may I be excused after I'm done speaking with him then?
After you spoke to him, I need him to come back to the main room and then you'll be excused.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. All right, who are the parties on Victor Guerra?
Ed Garza on behalf of Mr. Guerra, Your Honor.
All right, and where is your client, Mr. Guerra?
He should be online.
He's in breakout room number 8. To the clerk, could you go to number 8, please, and tell Mr. Guerra to come to the main room?
Yes, Judge, I'll grab.
All right, and Mr. Weaver, do you see anything on your screen that's telling you to go to a breakout room? Look at the bottom. Do you see like chat?
I see,
Judge Tony is right behind helping the
unmuted. I see unmuted.
No, don't touch anything. Just 1 second. Someone's gonna come help you. Let him know you need to go to breakout room number 3. All right, who's the prosecutor on this case, on Guerra?
Jordan Brown.
All right, Mr. Guerra, unmute. Unmute.
Okay.
Court is calling 2019 CR 6875A, State of Texas versus Victor Lee Guerra. We're going to have parties announced for the record, please, for the state.
Jordan Brown for the state.
For the defense.
Ed Garza for Mr. Guerra.
All right, and are you Mr. Guerra?
Yes, ma'am.
We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objection from the state?
No objection.
Defense?
No, Your Honor, no objection.
Mr. Guerra, I'm showing you what's entitled defendant's consent to appear by video. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily consented to appear by video. Next, I'm showing you an application for deferred adjudication or community supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, I'm showing you the discovery acknowledgement. Have you received all the discovery in this case, and did you review that discovery with your client?
Yes, I have, and we did, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Guerra, I'm showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that document with your attorney? And did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Judge. We are waiving count 2, proceeding on count 1, but pleading to a lesser included 1 to 4 grams instead of 4 to 100 grams.
All right, and is that possession?
No, with intent to deliver.
Any objections to the state's waiver of count 2?
No, Your Honor.
Any objection to the state proceeding on the lesser included offense of possession with intent to deliver a controlled substance, penalty group 2A, 1 to 4 grams?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Guerra, I'm showing you a document entitled Court's Admonishment and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review this document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
What you're charged with by the lesser included offense of possession of controlled substance, penalty group 2A, 1 to 4 grams. And that's with intent to deliver. That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargain agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel I'm sorry, Mr. Garrett, did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty, not grant you community supervision, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses to this offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yeah, he does, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Guerra, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea bargain agreement to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Then the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Guerra, are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, I am.
We're going to go off the record for a moment. Rebecca, I see you're back. This is cause number 2019 CR 6875A. It's Victor Guerra. And the state is proceeding on the offense of possession with intent to deliver a controlled substance, penalty group 2A1. I'm sorry, penalty group 2A, 1 to 4 grams. Mr. Guerra, I'm showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney and did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea bargain agreement, state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of possession of a controlled substance with intent to deliver. Penalty group 2A, 1 to 4 grams. Punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison. The state will make no recommendations of your applications for deferred adjudication or community supervision. State will take in consideration 2020 CR 2215. There's restitution of $60 to the San Antonio Police Department for testing. Mr. Guerra, did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Guerra, I'm going to show you the paragraph entitled Waiver of Appeal. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the defense, have there been any such motions?
No, there have not, Your Honor.
Then Mr. Guerra, to the lesser included offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contents.
State, any evidence to support the defendant's plea?
State offer State Exhibit 1 and attachments.
Any objections?
No objection, Your Honor.
Mr. Guerra, I'm going to show you a document entitled Waiver and Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty of the lesser included offense of possession with intent to deliver controlled substance, penalty group 2A, 1 to 4 grams. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Your Honor, I believe we would like to request a PSI if it would please the court.
All right. Norma, when will we come back?
It's going to be for PSI, Judge, you said?
Yes.
Give me 1 second. April 14th?
All right, we'll be back on April 14th. Mr. Guerra, I'm going to request the TAP evaluation. I'll see you in the breakout room with probation, and probation will tell you everything that you need to do. It is very important that you make all of the meetings with probation. I will base my decision on your application upon a report that I receive from them and any other evidence that is given to me. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 1, and probation will meet you there. After you've gone over your instructions with probation, you are excused. You do not need to come back to the main room.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're welcome.
Yeah, be excused, Your Honor.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, Fernando, you are back.
Join breakout room. Join.
Oh, you're muted, Fernando.
Sorry, Judge. I just got this notice a little bit before I got on here, because co-counsel got it yesterday afternoon, and I had not had a chance to get with my client. I can try to reach him now, but I know he works on air conditioning, usually all over the city. And I had not even worked with him to try to get him Zoom competent. Is there a way that, should I try to reach him now, or you want to try to recall him?
We'll recall it for tomorrow.
Okay.
Norma, can we recall Mr. Trevino for tomorrow?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll recall your client for tomorrow.
Is that 9:30, Judge?
9 a.m.
And will I get another link, I guess?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
All right, so we're just waiting on Donato. Where is James Myron? Can someone go to breakout room number 4 and have James Myron come back to this main room, please?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Jordan went.
All right, thanks.
He said he's doing a PSI, I guess, in another court. There he is. So.
Yeah.
Just 5 minutes, I'll be over.
Okay, what are we doing with your client, though?
Plea. We'll plea.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Okay, plea bargain was for no more than 6 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice Institutional Division, and the state is
Judge, I don't think that anything's been gone over with her yet. So I think once he's done with the PSI, he actually still needs to go over the plea. Marcus said hasn't been signed yet.
All right. Norma?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it difficult to bring her back this afternoon or no?
I can bring her back if you want, Judge.
All right, let's Miss Donata. We're gonna bring you back this afternoon.
Okay.
All right, so we'll come back at 1:30. I promised everyone that we would actually have a break at noon. Usually we don't break till 2 p.m., but we'll bring you back at 1:30.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Thank you for your patience.
Thank you.
And with that,